Friend, describe you in 3 words, what would they be?
Well, first, I think it's a critical because I always like to think about something before I believe it. So if someone tells me something, even if they're my best friend, say, I'm always going to consider it a little bit before I decide that it's worth believing. Also, I would say tenacious because whenever I see a problem, even if it's in my best interest to probably not keep working on it, I will still keep working on it. So if I can't break open my alarm clock, I'll probably get a camera to do it for me. And finally, I would say honest because I've never been afraid to stand up for what I believe in, even if it gets me in trouble. If I believe that something is not right, then I'm going to say it. And it might not always go well, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Like I said, I'm the vice leader of the Chinese Orchestra, and this year is a very challenging year because we have a lot of new members and they're not really interested in the team. They just want something on the back of the report card. So all I have to do is boost their passion inside of them so that they will feel committed to the team, so that they will perform better in the music festival. And that was really challenging because they're like junior students and they don't really know what's commitment, and they just see the rehearsal as some kind of lesson to attend, and they're not really into it. So what I did was I broadcasted them. I talk a lot to them, like in the corridor, and I did a lot of talking and convincing. So from what I learned is that I have to communicate really good with people, so that they will be committed to the team, and yeah, that's a really challenging.
Great. So if I have challenges you've ever faced.
It's kind of like, this challenge is dealing with people, and it kind of like portrays one of my strong points and one area of improvement I need. So, as I said before, a strong part of myself is to keep to my own rules a lot, but that also makes me not as social engaging to some people. So, when I went to the new environment in my international school, a lot of people didn't understand why I did most of the things that I do, for example, why I have to take a shower and then brush your teeth, because they brush their teeth in the shower. So they didn't understand why I had my own custom, why I didn't just follow them, and I got rejected in a lot of friendships, and a lot of teachers didn't really like me, but I still mainly kept to myself and was able to pull through in that situation by using my own rules, convincing others like I can be different, instead of follow every own rules people already set for me.
Okay. So
You know, there's a PMQ. It's you know, it's in the central.
Mm-hmm.
It's there's a shop in that mall. And that shop, it's the shop owner is like an artist, and he collaborate with some traditional Chinese artists, and he redecorate the work and just try to provide the work and give it to a younger generation. I think that's what I'm going to do because I feel like we need to conserve our traditional culture and art because it's good, but it's like vanishing if we are not going to protect it and like cherish it. So I hope I can do that, like that guy.
oh, great to see the link between art and education.
I would say definitely I'm an analytical person, and so sometimes that can get the best of me, but I definitely like to try and take all sides into account. And then also I'd say I've been very lucky to have a wide ranging perspective on many different issues because I have family from many different countries, and in that sense I've been able to really develop a worldly view on geopolitical conflicts, but also just in the daily sense of the classroom. My background has really helped me in that sense. And I'd say I'm adventurous. When I was in 7th grade, I spent a few months at a boarding school in South Africa, which is where my paternal family's from. And so I just went down there and wanted to get a new experience, try something really unique. And I feel that it's a strength because it allows me to, really widen my horizon, really understand a lot more of different cultures. So I would generally say that that's where I'm leaning towards being adventurous, but still having the analytical skills to make sure any risks I do take are worthwhile for me. Yeah, so I would start with saying, with being analytical comes the drawback of sometimes, taking it to the next level, being a bit too, focused on details and not always getting the big picture perfectly. And, also with that sometimes being a bit too domineering in group work. And, I definitely say I'd like to work on my collaboration a bit more because it's a crucial skill, and I think that the environment at university will help me with that very much because, having open forum discussions where you can, really voice your opinions, but then also learn how to collaborate with others to do good work and to learn, I think that'll help me a lot.